the DSS Soli. That's the name of the ship. Anyway, what's up everyone? This is the Destroyer 229 and welcome back to Let's Play VVVVVV. Last time we finished with our overworld exploration, bleh, and we rescued Victoria, our doctor who doesn't like adventuring but loves to study any sort of odds and ends that we collect. In this case, she studies trinkets. In this episode, we are going to be off to rescuing one of our crew members again. In this case, we are going to be rescuing Vitillary. Oh, I knew there was a teleport nearby. I wasn't quite sure exactly where it was, though. Well, anyway, as long as we can just go through here. In fact, I don't think... Yeah, this isn't the right one. But it's right next to the right one. We reach the outer hull and the filter. To enter, conveying a new idea. Now remember the gimmicks that I talked about before? Well, Vitillary's level introduces conveyor belts. So you can either go really fast or really slow depending on the current of the conveyor belt. Or you can just let it take you where you want to go. Whee! Alright, now this one, got flipping for mad dash. And get yourself a trinket! Yay! Nah. I don't want to go that way. I want to go this way. Alright. Damn it, it was... Well, that kind of just ruined that. Alright, you gotta just time it right. A lot of these are in the timing, and Vitillary's level is did not want to... Probably notorious because there are 3 insanely difficult trinkets that are in the game. 2 of them are in Vitillary's level. Yeah, 2 of really hard trinkets in the game are in a single level. That is ridiculous. Wow, I got the timing completely off on that. So I may be... Almost got it. I may be spending quite a bit of time here. That was just stupid of me. Why didn't I flip? There... One thing I really find slightly irritating is inertia in the game. You do carry a slight bit of inertia, which can get kind of troublesome, because you try to come to a dead stop, you move forward a little bit past where you initially ran. Alright, now if I want to get that trinket, I gotta go here. I don't really like these guys because, again, you can't just mad dash. You gotta time it, and when you go back, then you go backwards, so you have to travel more, and so it's just a loop. Alright, made it. And we got us the trinket. 13. We are doing pretty good in terms of trinkets. Just barely in the spikes. There we go. Damn it. What is wrong with me? This isn't that difficult. There we go. I forgot. Nah. You kind of have to time that a little bit. You can't mad dash. And yes, I actually do know where some of these references are. There's a lot of movie references here. Like, The Cuckoo, Clarion Call. At least I think Clarion Call is from the same movie. They're from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, so I know that. There's actually a few Alfred Hitchcock movies as well, which we'll see later on. And I just really like that because of the film class I took in high school. I actually understand some of these references. Now, the terminal. Everything collapses eventually. It's the way of the universe. That's rather cynical. By the way, this thing right here can kill you. Just gonna throw that out now. Almost showed it right there. Alright, was there anything this way? No, there wasn't. Okay, there was nothing really of importance right there. If I go this way, though, to Maniac Mine. That was pathetic. Go down here and grab us yet another trinket. I think Vitality's area is also the area that has the most trinkets. Spikes lie underneath. I'm pretty sure Vitality's has... just barely didn't make it. Come on! You have to flip at the right time so that you're on the ground by the time you enter Chipper Cipher. That was my own damn fault. I am just not paying attention. I am really just not paying attention. Got it. Now, if you fall up, just pick yourself down. Really, I'm not bad at this game. I'm actually... I'd like to say I'm got quite a bit of skill in this game. Oh, the warning. I never like seeing that. Because I know what's ahead. Crap. Not this. This is not that bad. I find it just a slight tricky, but overall not that bad. And we have us the warning. Right here. Remember when I talked about earlier that there was a small section and that there was a bigger section later on? This is it. This is getting there is half the fun. Otherwise known as VVVVV. No one will ever get this one. My goodness, this is perhaps the most difficult trinket in the game to get. Now, if you can just keep on going. The thing is, I kind of make it look a little bit easy. That's because, well, at least the first attempt. That's because when you first go through this, you develop muscle memory for this. At least I did. Almost made it. Just didn't go right that time. Yeah, you develop muscle memory from this. So, the first time I went through this, it took me like 20 minutes just to get the trinket. Otherwise, in later attempts afterwards, it takes me like maybe 2-3 minutes. Just because I can really get through this. Why am I having so much... It's a Let's Play curse, that's what it is. Because I'm commentating while trying to do this. So I don't have my complete, full attention on it. That's the problem with commentating. It's because you split your attention. Damn it. And so you can't exactly do things quite as well as you normally do. But getting through this, I must. For victory! For glory! For VVVVVV! Almost made it. Okay, come on. Yeah! And that is the most difficult trinket in the game, everyone. VVVVV. Whew. That actually didn't take all that long. Move. Oh crap, oh crap! You gotta commit. Wait for it. Go! Hey, it's Mad Karoo! Yeah, in case those things didn't look familiar, we're actually kind of viewing the first area of the game where we entered. So we actually entered in a little bit of an area where Vitality was. Want to go ahead and get rid of that platform so we can move this. And that is actually a hint of what is later to come. What's the second hardest achievement in the game. I wonder if the generator we set up in polar dimension is what's affecting our teleporters. No, it's probably just a glitch. That was dangerous. Ah, busted. Almost busted me, that's for sure. So yeah, we're going through rooms that we saw earlier. Now this is the second hardest achievement in the game. Yes, they put these in the same level. This is Prize for the Reckless. Now as you can see, we can't get to that trinket. It's full of spikes. However, that platform that's right underneath me, that's collapsible. Or actually, no, the one at the farthest the top here is collapsible. That one moves. So by moving that one, it can move across the spikes and we can get the trinket. Problem is, collapsible platforms return once you exit a panel, a screen. So what you have to do to get this trinket is that you have to go through the next couple of rooms without dying and without hitting any checkpoints, because you have to purposefully die to get back to the checkpoint if you want to get the achievement. So you see here, normally this would not be that bad of a room to get through. However, we have to go through it like so in order to get through it. Yep. So you have to go through the rooms just a little bit differently than how you would normally. Alright, now this one is just particularly difficult because you have to miss the checkpoints. No! Almost made it! Damn it! What sucks even more is that if you hit a checkpoint as opposed to just dying, you have to go all the way back to the beginning. Ah, almost got... Like, the second attempt I made at this, when I actually knew... what I was doing, I actually got this in one go. I actually got this in one attempt in the second time I played through this game. I almost had it. I thought I'd have a repeat performance of that. Sadly, that was not to be. Okay, take two. Alright, let's go. Made it! Haha! 2 attempts! Reckless indeed. And now we have 16 out of 20 trinkets. Oh, well, that'll do. Haha! That actually wasn't as bad as I was thinking it would be. Yeah, because I've never been that lucky since that one playthrough. It's always taken me a lot more tries to get it. I mean, yeah, that was just... Oh, no! That was actually pretty good, if I do say so myself. It's Vitillery! Got off the ship all right? Yes, we did. And now we can bring you back. So here's the thing. You understand this, Vitillery? Okay, I guess you do understand what's going on. Alrighty then. And so we have saved Vitillery! We have rescued our third shipmate, Vitillery. Nailed it. This isn't the ship. No. We haven't been here before. Yes, it is. This is entirely new. It's also not good. Now, if we can find a teleporter. Now, these are special levels. When you rescue your technically third shipmate, when you go through the second level, well, actually, no, it would be the third level. So when you rescue your third shipmate, you get teleported to this level with the shipmate that you have. Now, I specifically chose Vitillery for this because there's a line that he says here that makes me smile every time. Now, each character kind of has their own thing that they say, and you get a little bit of understanding of what the characters are. I like Vitillery's just because of something that he says here. Yeah, but from what we saw before, we have to guide Vitillery through this. So we're not only trying to command ourselves, but we're also commanding Vitillery. And when we're on the ceiling, he doesn't follow us, but on the ground, he will. And apparently whatever sent us here was responsible for crashing our ship. maybe. Anything's possible. Just as long as we can get back to the ship, alright. And because of that, this makes for very interesting speed puzzles and positioning of your shipmate. So you gotta make sure that they don't get hit, because if they die, they also cause you to lose your life and restart the last checkpoint. Now, speaking of checkpoints, this is the line that I love bringing Vitillery here for. I wonder what it does. I don't really know how to answer that. It's probably best not to acknowledge that it's there at all. The fact that it exists to bring us back to life in case we die, it's best if we just ignore it. Maybe we should take it back and study. Video game logic where it wouldn't make sense otherwise. Alright, but this is where it gets a little bit more difficult. So what we want to do is bring Vitillery to that, make sure he doesn't go on those spikes, and have him move forward. Now this one I always had trouble on because I always just dashed down and just prayed that my shipmate wouldn't do it. Easier way to do it is to just fall right here and just very slowly edge. That is a much easier way of getting through that than how I usually got through it before. Yeah, what's wrong? Yeah, and? Well, we have been hearing those monitors that's saying like something like a feedback loop and dimensional loop and something along those lines, but they're always in the dimension that we were in. And he's excited about testing. Now this is probably the most difficult part. Do as I say, not as I do. Hint of what you have to do. What you have to do is not fall in the spikes, but flip upside down to get over here. And then what you have to do is guide Vitillery over. But you gotta be careful so that he doesn't fall in the spikes. But you're not done yet, no. You have to make it back, and if you die even after Vitillery leaves the room, you have to redo it. Guiding Vitillery through it. So, the checkpoints really do just kind of bring reverse time. Interestingly enough. I wonder if there's anything else? Maybe. Who knows? We should probably get out of here first and then find everyone else. Oh, I hate this one so much. Not for that reason. What you gotta do is race forward and then head back. Race forward again. You gotta make sure that Vitillery is right by you. And then once it's going up, leap down, and then Vitillery will jump off. You gotta time that just right so that Vitillery doesn't fall in the spikes, or whatever crew member you're with. Now this one's just annoying, because you just gotta go back and forth so that they can fall down. But overall, not that bad. Class dismissed! At last! Hooray! Teleport us out of here. And we've made it back. So how was that little adventure, Vitillery? So something in that weird dimension is causing this one to interfere with our ship. Well, it's a theory at any rate. It's the only thing that really explains anything, even though, heck if I can understand it. You work on that. We're gonna talk to the other members. Violet! Yeah, that sounds like Vitillery. And finally, Victoria, you were worried about Vitillery. You worry too much. Well, no sense worrying about it. After all, he's fine. You have anything more to say? No, actually, I think I have enough trinkets to actually do this. No, I don't. Darn. Okay, well, we'll see what that is for another time. So, next time on Let's Play VVVVVV, we are going to continue trying to find our friends in this very strange dimension. Vitillery is going to be researching that strange alternate dimension that we warped into. But we have other things to worry about. We still have Vermilion and Verdigris to rescue. So we'll be going after one of them next time. Until then.